Back here in Philadelphia, Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, Mark Kriegel, Christina Poncher with you for Top Rank on ESPN+. It is time for our main event. Jason Sosa, who grew up nearby in Camden, New Jersey, has overcome so much in life, against Liddell Roud's, two 31-year-olds, two men desperate for this win here tonight. Liddell Roud's getting himself set. Got a lot of confidence bubbling up. Late start to the game. First went in the gym at 20 years old. Dabbled in MMA. Actually came up wrestling. Has a great love of amateur wrestling. Played some football. Was a Division II college football player for a year. Said I was too small. I figured that out quickly. And gravitated towards boxing. And he has 27 wins deep into his career. He's originally from Oklahoma, but now Vegas-based. Real likable guy, dynamic personality. Liddell Roud's. He is a live dog here against Sosa. Jason Sosa grew up in a tough neighborhood not far away from here. Won a belt in 2016 and found out the realities following that in facing Vasily Lomachenko. He's been in against some top talent. Nicholas Walters, Javier Fortuna, that was the great win he had. Yuriorkis Gamboa, that was a fight where he felt like he was robbed. Scored a knockdown in that fight. Gamboa even deducted a point for holding, and yet had the loss go against him. And now here with Frampton unable to be in the main event, he gets the call up to main event status and could be lined up for another chance to fight for a title if he can impress here. Get the win and look good. We'll see if he can do it. 10 rounds, junior lightweights, as we head up to the ring to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with Peltz Boxing, presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Geico. We are sanctioned by the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission, the chairman, Rudy Battle, executive director, Greg Serb. Judging at ringside, David Braslow, Dewey La Rosa, and Steve Weisfeld. All right, fans, here we go with a super featherweight special attraction scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world on ESPN+, live from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it's time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first, on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and white trunks, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Spencer, Oklahoma. He weighed in at 130.9 pounds with a record of 27 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He has 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Liddell Hackman Roud's. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red, white, and blue trunks, proudly representing his Boricua heritage and fighting out of Camden, New Jersey. He weighed in at 129 pounds. His record stands at 22 wins, 3 losses, and 4 draws, with 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Ranked the WBC and WBO number 5 contender, please welcome the former WBA super featherweight champion of the world, introducing Jason El Canito Sosa. And presenting our third man to the ring, the referee in charge, now to give instructions, Benji Esteves.
Jason, the dog, you've already received your pre-bout instructions. Keep it clean, obey my commands at all times. Most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to both of you.
Timmy, how about the trunks on Roads? I mean, I thought that your diamond-encrusted Rolex was dripping. How about the LVs, the Louis Vuitton trunks?
Yeah, I mean, they look fresh to death. I know they're not real because you see the Louis Vuitton print, you can tell right away. It's never cut off.
Clearly. But I also know that you want them if you were able to make a comeback, which you're not doing, by the way. Don't get any ideas just because you got the interlocking LVs rocking on the trunks.
I'm not doing that.
Here we go, Roads and Sosa. Timmy, give me something to look for with each of these guys.
Well, first of all, you just got to look at the size difference with both fighters. You know, I know it's 130 pounds, but, you know, Roads has fought as high as 147 pounds. You know, you see how big he is. He's built like a tank. You know, big, strong legs, upper body. He has some good speed on him, great counterpunching ability, little good movement and head movement as well to go along with him. They called him the bootleg Timothy Bradley.
He was quick. When you walked into the production meeting, I mean, he lit up.
I mean, honestly, in retrospect, we have some similarities. He's very athletic. You could tell, wrestler. You know, everything he did in high school, you know, he was good at. You know, he had some hand speed, quickness, and he throws quick combinations to the head and body. And he can make himself unpredictable. You see the movement right there as he escaped from Sosa.
Sosa, of course, has been in with top-level talent. I named Walters, and Fortuna had the win there. Lomachenko, obviously, outclassed by Lomachenko. I always find it interesting. You talk with somebody who's been in with Lomachenko and how they assess the experience.
Right. Well, so let me tell you something about Sosa. He's a brick house, too. He comes forward. He's crude. You know, he's aggressive, and he punches hard with both hands.
He's a former belt holder at 130 pounds. Won a belt in China. That was the WBA and their multi-belt system. He won the WBA super featherweight world title against Fortuna. And that was a fight where he came back, scored a knockdown in the 10th round, had a series of punches there, had a left hook, right hand combination in the 11th round. And all of a sudden he's sitting there with a TKO over in Beijing, China.
Sosa's already having his way. You know, Roads is fighting this fight right now. Sosa likes to be rough and to be tough in the inside and dig down to the body of his opponents and break you down. He's not like a one-punch knockout type of guy. He's more to break you down, accumulation over time, and then get you up out of there.
So we will watch the punch stats closely. Sosa went straight back, and Roads followed him with a right hand.
There's an overhand right available for Sosa. You know, Roads is, when he throws his jab, he's pushing with his jab, one, and he's stepping in with a double jab, and he's leaning on the back foot, setting himself up to be hit with a right hand.
You know, I mentioned the production meetings and meeting with the fighters yesterday, and we joke around with Roads and what he said to you, but Sosa was very emotional and motivated, thinking about his future and his children's future. But this is a man at 31 years old who has been up, down, and all around in his boxing career. He had the highlight of getting a belt. He had the big payday against Lomachenko, but with that big payday came some struggles, and he detailed those with us.
Jason Sosa.
At one point, I was at the top of my game with a nice amount of money, and I thought I had everything. But then I was stressed out. I wasn't as focused as I used to be. You know, it was too much going on in my life. So now that I don't have it, I'm broke, like I'm broke. Don't have money, don't have nothing, but I'm the happiest I can ever be. Before, you'd be like, what are you fighting for? Just myself. But now that I have these 3 beautiful kids, you know, that's what I go in there for. It's to give them a better life.
Introspective, thoughtful. You see the redness around the left eye. You can just see just the tiniest little cut right there. They put the grease on, and that was caused by an accidental clash of heads towards the end of round number 1. Round 2 here, scheduled for 10, Sosa and Roads.
From the experience fighting Lomachenko, also the Axeman, Sosa understands already that Roud's do not like to fight off the back foot. Doesn't like that pressure. You know, you see Roud's as he gets close, he ties up right away. Sosa recognizing that. Now he's getting more aggressive coming in behind his jab at the moment. Sosa holding the left hand of Roud's. Of course, it was on the opposite side where the ref didn't see. But they're getting rough and tough in the inside, and that's the way you have to be. You got to be rough and tough in the inside. A lot of guys, they get inside and they get too relaxed. You know, you can't give your opponent an opportunity to give him the edge. You got to be ready in the inside for anything he does. Honestly, you see the game plan. You see the game plan from Sosa. It's to get inside, go down to the body, make Roud's fight, tie up. And you look at Roud's, what is his game plan? I don't think he has a game plan.
What should it be?
Box from the outside. Use your jab. Establish distance. Ooh, nice body shot from Sosa right there, right into solar plex.
Snuck a little right hand in, too, under that left elbow. Oh, and then from long range, he puts the right hand in.
Them body shots right there going to pay some good dividends later in the fight. That's what body shots do. They sap your gas tank. Take a lot out of you. Plus the wrestling match. You don't know how much energy it takes to wrestle. But the funny part is that Roud's is used to wrestling, Tess.
That's right. He's a good amateur wrestler. Big tournament coming up. He says he's going to sit back. He says, I own the package to watch on the internet all the amateur wrestling tournaments. He's a huge fan. So the body punches this round. The effective work from Sosa, 64%. 7 good shots. And now you see Roud's going to that belt line as well. So tying up wrestling on the inside, apropos of what you just mentioned with Roud's. Here we are in the midst of 5 straight weeks of fight action on our ESPN platforms, all capped by Lomachenko. And next week, we have the Junior Featherweight World Championship.
On August 17th on ESPN, it's the exciting WBO Junior Featherweight Champion defending his title.
Yo soy el campeón, ya tengo la obligación de defender el título. La preparación ya debe ser más fuerte, la concentración debe ser aún mejor.
Emmanuel Navarrete, 23 knockouts in 27 wins, and he's putting his belt on the line. Arizona's undefeated hopeful Francisco de Vaca is getting a shot. Navarrete, coming off a TKO win, now looks for more.
That's it. Towel is thrown in. You said he's trained to go to danger. Well, guess what? He ran to the roar, and the Lion ate him all night long.
It's Saturday night, August 17th on ESPN.
Timmy, I'm excited to see Emmanuel Navarrete again. That frame, how he even makes 122 pounds is beyond me with that height and that leverage. You know, he first won the title. He defeated Isaac Dogbe, who won his world championship right here in this building, in this ring. Then he comes back and impressively TKOs Isaac Dogbe. Now an undefeated opponent. That's next week on ESPN. Round number 3 here, rugged from the start, as both Sosa and Roud's willing to trade, and going to the body again is Sosa.
Sosa tells us, I've never been in this place in my life. You're going to see not just a happier guy, but a better fighter. He knows who he is. As for Roud's, I can't say it. This is a guy with a 2.5-inch reaching advantage. At least he can do is establish a jab.
Oh, he hasn't done that at all. In fact, he's only landing 8% of his total jabs. Sosa is out jabbing him 10-4 on connects. In that last round, Sosa had a clear advantage on connects overall, 14-6.
Timmy, so I was on a mission to find out that game plan for Roud's since it wasn't evident there in the first 2 rounds. And Danny Garcia telling his fighter, stay busier with the jab. I want you to counter when you move to the right and you're smothering your punches a little bit too much. I need you to give yourself some more space on your punches.
Christina, a very unique relationship between Danny Garcia and Liddell Rhodes, isn't there?
Right, and they've been together just 9 months. This is their first professional fight together, and he's very, very strict with his fighter. And he said, look, we get sometimes phone calls to take fights last minute. We're not doing it. I got my guy a full camp. We're confident, and we were more than prepared for this fight.
All right, good stuff halfway through round number 3 here.
You know, he shot the jab out there, and I'm talking about Rhodes, shot the jab out there, flicked it out there a couple of times. But you see the head movement of Sosa. Sosa moved his head quite well, you know, coming forward. Making, ooh, nice.
Oh, there's that body shot again, Timmy.
Oh,
he has got a target on that body of Rhodes. Look at him dig to the body. Rhodes trying to turn with these punches that go upstairs, but excellent body work continuing from Sosa.
Sosa looks like a man that's possessed. He's on a mission. He understands what's at stake. You know, he's fought at, you know, a B-level type of fighter. You know, I like to say he's a B-level type of fighter because he hasn't been able to beat a A-class fighter, you know. So I want to see if he's, you know, the thing is, I want to see if he's going to improve.
He's been in, but he has that experience.
He's been in
with the A-level guys. He's been with the A++ level guys.
But you have to beat the A+ guys or the A guys.
And now he's doing some damage with uppercuts, Mark.
Stop at the bell.
El cuerpo ya, ahí está muerto, sigue teniendo, no te me jodes. Cuando él venga, sigue echando para atrás, sigue para atrás. Oye, pero mira la también, Benji. And he's pushing all day long. Buen trabajo. Listen, don't get off the jab. After you finish the combination, once you take back to the center.
Hey, Tim, talk about Sosa's inability to beat A-level fighters. In his mind, he's beat 2 of them, Nicholas Walters and Yuriorkis Gamboa. The only guy in his mind that he's actually lost to is Vasily Lomachenko, and I think he does know what he is tonight, and those body shots are proof of it.
This left hook to the body right here. Like I talked about the head movement. You see how he got his head outside of the shoulder right there and landed a body shot right under the right arm of Rhodes. Great job by Sosa landing that body shot.
It was a very strong body shot. Those are the punches in the last round, a 28-11 connect advantage. And when it comes to power punches right now, he is 43 of 120, landing 36% is Sosa. Very good early start for Jason Sosa.
Sosa's going to continue to dominate this action if Rhodes don't get him on his jab and throw anything effective to keep him up off of him. Right now, Rhodes already is in survival mode right now. The body attack of Sosa has been vicious. There it is, getting away. Survival mode by Rhodes already. He has no answer for the pressure of Sosa. And no body work. Sosa pushing off. Trying to keep the head away. Trying to keep Rhodes' head away from headbutting him. Both guys wrestling and tussling in the inside. Tussling in the inside right now. Body work, good body work. That's been the story all night, Tess. It's been the body work of Sosa. And the inactivity in the wrestling of Rhodes. Not really having a set game plan. Not really establishing his jab, but establishing distance. Nice left hook right there from Rhodes.
See if he can do something with it, create some momentum.
He buzzed Sosa a little bit with the left hook.
Short body shot on the inside from Sosa. Some mauling moments on the inside. Good short left hand. Crowd reacts. Sosa trying to create space and land that right uppercut as well. End of 4 here in Philly.
Deep breath, deep breath. Let's go, deep breath. Hey, listen to me. We need you working on the distance with the jab, okay? Don't just make it a wrestling match, you know? You understand me? We need rounds right now. We need to pick it up. Deep breath. Spit that out real quick. Spit it out. Hey, look at me. We need to get that space so we can work off that jab. When you step over to the right and he's reaching with that left hand of his, I want you to pop the quick right hand, hook right hand. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Don't stay in there just wrestling. Go ahead, DJ.
Start putting your punches together. Hey, you're landing shots when you put them together. 2, 3, 4 punch combinations, all right? Hey, go to 1, 2 when he comes
Let's go.
This has been the story from the first round. Beautiful body shot by Sosa right there. It's a nice combo to the body as well. You know, it's going to pay dividends. I'm unsure if Roud's is going to be able to continue to take those body shots over the course of 10 rounds. Got 5 more rounds to go, but we will see.
Sosa doubled up the amount of power punches landed in that last round. Right now he has a 61-32 power punch connect advantage, 18-9 in that last round. By the way, elsewhere in the fight game, Virgil Ortiz, great looking prospect, soon to be contender, won again, dismissed Orozco in a TKO 6, had him down 3 times in that 6th round. Remember, Orozco had gone the distance with Jose Ramirez. Virgil Ortiz is a sensational looking up and coming fighter, and he has a lot of power, fun to watch. We'll see where his career goes. Oh, what a shot from Sosa, and a thudding blow as Roud's hit the canvas.
Hey, go here, come back here.
Can he finish? A lot of time to work with this. Right away, Roud's looks to grapple and tie up. Sosa in front of his fans with a chance to fight for a belt again. Roud's clearly still affected. Sosa stalking his prey, trying to set something up as Roud's tries to hold on. Here comes Sosa. Look for that right uppercut. Roud's trying to tie up again. He is off balance, looking to hang on here in round 5.
If I'm in Roud's corner right now, I'm looking to stop this match right now. Sosa's really piling on some damage right now on him.
Look at how controlled he is.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he is.
Right uppercut could be there again. Roud's still trying to find his balance. There's a short uppercut on the inside. Sosa, can he find just a little bit of space to become the finisher that he wants to be tonight? Patiently coming, inching forward, lead right hand. Trying to cut it off. There's a right hand that sends him straight back. Roud's hurt again. Falling forward. Another shot to the body. And is now just leaning his body weight against the ropes.
See that muscular frame that Roud's have doesn't serve him well right now. You know, it takes a lot of oxygen to get to those muscles. Really does. And you gotta run. When I used to fight Tess, I used to run like 6 to 8 miles.
Oh, he goes down again. He may not be running much longer. He is damaged here.
Man.
7.
Only going to be a few seconds left.
Show me something, 7.
And round 5 coming. Short right hand. 2 knockdowns scored in that 5th round for Jeyson Sosa.
ser más inteligente.
Mark it down 10-7.
Ok, si lo tiene golpeado, vamos con el golpe inteligente. ¿Para qué te estás orando? Lo golpeaste, vamos tranquilito, seteado.
Hey, let's stay sharp right now. You understand me? I need you working those long jabs and moving around to the right. When he's getting inside, hold
Right,
it.
first knockdown. You see Sosa moving forward. Lead left hook from him. You see exactly what Roud's do. He throws a jab from out at distance, dropping the right hand, and was hit with the big left hook from Rosas. Wow. Beautiful shot. And his head hit the canvas after Tess. Double impact.
That was the thud.
I can't believe he got up from that. That shows you what type of shape that Roud's is in. He's in great shape for this fight.
And then the second knockdown, Timmy. So first was the left hook and then this.
Overhand right. Like I said, you know, Roud's leans to his right, to his back foot when he shoots the jab. He threw a little jab because of the pressure, trying to get away, and was hit with the overhand right from Sosa. This fight's over. I don't understand why the trainer's sitting in the corner just watching his fighter take punishment.
Danny Garcia, his first fight working with Liddell Roud's. They've been together for 9 months, and now in this danger zone. Another right hand came in that time to open up round 6.
Sosa just trying to line him up right now for a big shot. He knows his prey is weakened. He has experience against great opposition.
Christina, what are you assessing of the corner of Roud's with Danny Garcia, the trainer?
Definitely an increased sense of urgency. I asked Danny Garcia straight out, if you don't see something, are you going to stop the fight? And he said, yes. If he doesn't show me something in the first half of this round, I will stop the fight. Also, Tess, something to note, the doctor did have a lengthy conversation with the referee in between those rounds.
Okay, so this could be coming to an end if Sosa can get to him again, as you heard Christina's report after checking with Danny Garcia, trainer of Roud's. Roud's went down twice in that 5th round. The left hook and then the overhand right. There's been a lot of that. Oh, and now the jab snapping back the head of Roud's. Sosa is in complete control, just looking to close it.
Listen, Tess, I can see if Roud's is having some success in the round, where spots where he's winning the action, but he's not winning any spots in the ring. He's just taking a beat down right now.
Total punches 116 to 40.
Ooh. Some big shots from both guys right there. You know, Roud's has a big heart. You know, I give him that.
And that cut over the left eye that originally started from an accidental clash of heads has opened up a little more on Sosa. And now a right hand wraps around, then he goes to the body and goes with a left hand to the body as well. As Roud's is bent over, dealing with these body shots as he's taking punishment to the body time and again. And now a right uppercut comes in.
Target practice, Tess. Target practice for Sosa. That's what you do when you're hitting the body bag. You're just banging them to the body. Over and over and over again.
Blood streaming down the face of Sosa. But he is in complete control. He has damaged Roud's here in the middle of this fight. Remember, Christina said Danny Garcia said he had to show him something, that Roud's needed to show him something. He took some damage in that last round. Let's listen in.
He opened it up again with the headbutt. Same cut, same cut.
Deep breath. Clean him up, clean him up. Deep breath, relax. Hey, look at me. I need you working off that stick to tame him. You understand me? He's coming straight in because you're not doing anything. You got to put some punches together right down the middle, Liddell. You understand? Deep breath. Spit that. Hey, listen to me. Did we just come all the way over here to lay down, Liddell? Look at me. We need those rounds. You understand me? We need to work.
I want to show you how this cut opened up even worse. Now, there was a right hand there, but watch for the clash of heads again that happens.
Seconds out.
And then you see the blood show up and come down. So now 2 times Roud's has gotten his head into that left brow of Sosa, and thus the blood streaming down the face of Sosa, who has dominated, absolutely dominated the last 2 rounds. Round number 7 here, scheduled for 10, in what is a critical fight in the career of Jeyson Sosa, who scores a knockdown again that has Roud's rolling over on the canvas.
6, 7, 8. Come on, son.
God damn it.
Remember what Garcia said, wants to see his fighter show him something. He has been down 3 times, and in the last round he was hurt as well from body shots. Does he let this continue on?
Yes, he wants to see his fighter on SportsCenter. That's what he wants to see him on.
Chasing him down. He's off. I mean, he's off balance as he's chasing backwards here. And Sosa is just having his way.
I think the referee should step in and stop this action.
They're going to step up. I think they're going to stop this. Here it is. That's it. This fight is over. This fight is over as Danny Garcia, the trainer for Liddell Roud's, steps up onto the apron, and it is a TKO for Jeyson Sosa in impressive fashion. That was a very good night of work for Sosa. Very good. He did it every which way. Through 119 power punches that landed. A TKO victory for a guy who has turned his life around. He detailed the ascent to become a titleist, and then the big paycheck against Lomachenko, and then a life that was disrupted with bad investments, with people who did him wrong, and now reunited with so many good people in his life, from his trainer Raul Rivas to Russell Peltz, his promoter, to just being in a good place, mentally motivated by his children and their future, and now his future will be much brighter. Jeyson Sosa with the 23rd win of his career with a TKO over Roud's. Timmy, let's show you how he finished it. It started with a knockdown here in round 7.
Look at Roud's, how he leans to his right foot, like I said, and he was hit with a big left hook. It was actually like a 45-degree angle. Nice short uppercut right there. And down goes Roud's. And this is the end of the fight. Roud's is pretty much just trying to, actually Sosa just pretty much trying to let him up, line him up for a big shot right here. You see his corner step up on the apron. Garcia.
Right thing to do, right, Timmy?
You know what, the fight should have been stopped a couple of rounds ago, guys.
Here are the official particulars with Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 8 seconds of round number 7. A referee in charge, Benji Esteves, recognizes the request of the corner and stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout, Jeyson El Canito Sosa.
Interesting night here in Philly, wasn't it? Capped by Jeyson Sosa, TKO 7. Maybe headed towards another title opportunity. We will see.